afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. We're starting today with a follow-up to a story that we brought you on Friday afternoon. It was breaking news as we came into the newscast on Friday. The Madison County Coroner Jimmy Cornelison made public the name of a victim in Friday's multi-vehicle accident on Highway 627 Boonesboro Road. Deceased is 35-year-old Jessica Bryant of Richmond, Kentucky. The woman reportedly had no identification on her at the time of the accident, and notifying the family, especially extended family, was delayed. Residents close to the crash scene told WBON that that area near the new Boonesboro Elementary School has accidents there with some regularity. The accident was head-on multi-vehicle collision that occurred around 4:30 p.m. on Friday, April the 8th. And some follow-up information to that crash. The family of the victim is asking for help with those funeral expenses. A GoFundMe has been set up by Brittany Terry, that is the sister of the deceased. And if you want more information, you can reach out to her for details. You can also donate directly to the funeral home. All proceeds will go to the funeral home, memorial expenses, and the rest will go to the victim's children. We're getting news of another deadly crash into the studio here. Just earlier this afternoon, a Laurel County Sheriff's Office reported that East 80 was closed due to a fatal accident. The crash happened just past the Little Laurel Road intersection. Motorists were sent to alternate routes. WBON is following the story, and of course we'll have more details when they become available. Well, the Chamber of Commerce hosted Ryan Quarles at their noon business luncheon. The Kentucky Agricultural Commission spoke highly about Kentucky farming. And with more details on the event, here's Channel 9's Austin Hanks.
This morning, Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles was hosted by the Chamber of Commerce at their noon business luncheon. The crowd prepared their plates as Quarles then received a warm welcome from Judge Executive Reagan Taylor.
True native of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Also a true friend. Had the pleasure of getting to know him and work with him. He's an outstanding leader from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. So great to have you today. Thanks for being here.
Quarles speaks on many agricultural milestones, but starts his speech out with a fond memory in Madison County.
Glad to be back. I've always loved Madison County. You're home to some of the best 4-H programs in the state, and that is not an exaggeration. I see the progress that your extension agents do each year at the state fair. We have great FFA programs here. I remember competing in FFA. Whenever we had to compete against Madison Central, Madison Southern, we knew the competition was going to be tough. But my fondest memory of Richmond, Kentucky will always be March 16th, 1996. That was my brother's 16th birthday, and Alabama performed live on campus. It was a great concert. Neil McCoy opened up for them. It was a great throwback to the 90s. We really appreciate it.
Commissioner Quarles also tapped in on the importance of farming in Kentucky. He mentions heritage and diversity as huge factors in Kentucky farming.
Today we have 76,000 farms across our state. And you got to think about that. It's not farms. Those are 76,000 small businesses across our state employing Kentuckians. And in fact, there's only one industry that employs more people than agriculture in Kentucky, and that's manufacturing. So we're responsible for close to 250,000 jobs across our state. And I'm so proud that the Chamber here rightfully recognizes agriculture as a large employer, and it's growing in Madison County with some new additions coming your way. Our industry is responsible for $45 billion with a B worth of economic activity across Kentucky. That's easily 20 to about a fourth of the entire GDP of Kentucky is agriculture. Other states, it's not quite that high. We embrace that, and we do a lot of things well. One of the strengths of Kentucky agriculture is our diversity. We grow a lot of different things. At last count, over 400 different crops and livestock commodities are grown right here in Kentucky. We've got to stop and think about why is that special. Well, when you look at our friends out in the Midwest, from those flat states that start with I, they might be growing 3 to 4 crops total. For us, we constantly are experimenting into new things and have a specialty crop background, primarily driven by our tobacco culture and some more historians here. I grew up on the Hvac farm, and that's what really thrived this small precision agriculture culture that we have in our state.
Quarles continues to speak on the rising status of Kentucky farmers by mentioning some interesting facts that you may have not known.
We not only raise crops and raise livestock, we also add value to it. Here are a few interesting facts. Raise your hand if you've ever had a biscuit from McDonald's. Okay, I think there's some liars out there. Everybody's had a biscuit at some point from McDonald's in their life. All biscuits anywhere in the East Coast of the United States come from Kentucky, period. If you've ever ordered sausage from any Cracker Barrel in the country, 650 so locations right now, 100% of the sausage of all Cracker Barrels comes from Kentucky. And we're even good at food manufacturing. We're manufacturing food from crops we don't even grow here.
He also proceeds with Madison County specific facts to bring it home and show the people of Madison County just how big farming is in our county.
We're home to 1,187 farms. You have 230,000 acres in production right now in Madison County, and the average farm size here is 194 acres. Now I'll stop right there. The average farm size in America is around 470 acres. So it shows that here in Kentucky, we're a small farm state. We embrace that. You don't have to have a lot of acreage to have output. And that's one reason why our farmers markets are doing great. The organics community continues to grow, and vegetable and fruit production are on the rise in our state. You don't need a lot of land to have a lot of output.
Find out more about farming near you, or if you're wanting to join a farmer program for young adults, check out www.kyyoungfarmers.com. And for more stories like these, be sure to visit Channel 9. I'm Austin Hanks.
Thanks, Austin, for that report. Well, following a two-day search, Laurel County deputies have located and arrested the suspect in connection with a robbery and shooting that occurred last week on Parker Road. The suspect, identified as Stephen Higgins, allegedly fought with a man before taking money from him. Then he reportedly shot out of his car into a residence nearby where there were 5 people in the area. Higgins is charged with first-degree robbery and 5 counts of wanton endangerment. The Estill County School Board voted unanimously on March the 31st, 2022 to reorganize Estill Springs and West Irvin into 2 K-5 schools. Student enrollment will be based on geographical boundaries. Students whose home address falls north of the Kentucky River will attend Estill Springs Elementary. Students whose home address falls south of the Kentucky River will attend West Irvin Elementary. Parents and guardians will have the opportunity to apply for an individual hardship. This application process will be open from April 18th through the 29th. First priority will be given to students living inside the school district, so it will play a factor in the granting of any enrollment waiver outside of the district. The process and application will be posted on social media, districts, websites, and school websites. For questions, you can contact Donald Norton at 606-717-0159. The first kindergarten registration will be on April the 12th. Parents will register their child at the school where they will be attending in the fall. Any other questions? 606-723-7703, or you can call West Irvin at 606-723-4800. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a break, but don't go anywhere. We have a big winner here in the Wallingford Media family. And is this rain ever going to stop? We'll find out more just after this.
The constant changing of the weather in Kentucky can put a strain on your heating and cooling system. It's times like these when it's good to have someone on your side 24/7. That's Madison HVAC. No matter what you need, Madison HVAC is there, from standard heating and air services, indoor air quality, or commercial refrigeration. You can rest easy knowing you're getting the best there is with Madison HVAC. Financing options available. Visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more, or call 859-625-1471.
When you're a homeowner, taking care of everything around your home can be a daunting task, including repainting your fence or that barn that's been neglected for way too long. Make it easy on yourself and rely on the experts at Miller Hill Barn and Fence Painting. They're the go-to here in Madison County when it comes to new fence estimates or repairs and painting, whether it's for a farm or privacy fence or barn. Contact either of their 2 convenient phone numbers at 859-353-9479 or 661-0533.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center. Earn $20 an hour with health, dental, vision, 5 weeks leave per year, and annual raises. There is a competitive promotion track, tuition reimbursement for college students, life insurance, a free on-site fitness facility, and so much more. Apply at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs and start your future today.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
The American farmer represents hard work, determination, and quality. When it comes to taking care of their land, those farmers need the best on their side. That's why they trust Hill Tire for all their tire needs. Hill Tire is a family-owned and operated business located on Irvin Road in Richmond, and they are the leader in farm, semi, and passenger tires in the area. They offer brands such as Michelin, Yokohama, Goodyear, and Hankook, just to name a few. Hill Tire will come to you as well. For more information, like Hill Tire on Facebook or call or text 859-353-9479.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Another crazy weekend full of temperatures up and down, even a little bit of white snow out there this weekend. We've got Susie Martin in the Weather Center. We're going to find out what to expect this week.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Madison Hvac Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. We've got a rather unsettled week ahead with rain and rumbles of thunder expected. We have a severe thunderstorm threat that is unfolding for us mainly for this evening. We're watching storms across the western tier of Kentucky, but as we start to see disturbance approaching, severe threats will become more prominent across the eastern tier of the Commonwealth, which is something that we're monitoring as a strong cold front will be advancing in. So very unsettled weather out ahead of this, because first we've got the warm front lifting through. So this is triggering rounds of rain and thunderstorms across the region. To tonight, we're not too concerned with the severe threats, but as we look ahead into the day tomorrow, with that daytime heating, we may have the potential to see a few rougher thunderstorms developing again with that warm front lifting through. So we'll be watching this batch, and then into Wednesday, the cold front begins to approach, and that's what's going to be setting us up with the potential for some stronger storms. So any of the rumbles that we do see developing for tomorrow may have the chance to be pretty strong. So we have a marginal threat, meaning that very isolated severe events may be possible. So it's on the lower end of the spectrum, but as we look towards Wednesday, especially towards the evening with that cold front approaching, we've got those strong thunderstorms that will be developing out ahead of that line. And that's where we have a slight risk area in the greater Richmond area with a more prominent threat, more numerous severe weather events possible across the western tier of Kentucky. So we'll be watching for that, be weather aware these next few days. We've got overnight lows down into the 50s for tonight, and we've got the breakdown for you hourly for the day tomorrow. Rain and rumbles a possibility, so do keep that in mind. And any of the storms tomorrow may be a bit on the strong side. We have high temperatures in the 70s. We've got more moisture to work with. Eventually this cold front will be sweeping through. Stormy conditions with that transition to cooler temperatures, 65 degrees Thursday and mainly in the 60s for the rest of the week with some weekend rumbles possible. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. You can check out our Facebook page on WBON-TV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Well, official report that you should be aware of potential scams going on around the areas involving roof repair and negotiations with home insurance companies. Senior homeowners seem to be targeted in this scam. Officials warn to not sign any contract without first thoroughly reading it or have your attorney reviewing it. Well, Appalachian talent was applauded this weekend at the second annual Appy Awards, which took place in person for the first time due to COVID in the past restraints. One of those that was able to take the podium and accept an award was one of our very own here at WBON-TV Wallingford Broadcasting. With more information, here's Marissa Hempel.
The 2022 Appy Awards were held Friday night at the Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg. The awards recognize outstanding achievements in dozens of different categories. This year, Wallingford Media's very own Loretta McPherson with 99.3 WIRV in Irvin won Best DJ Award. The morning show regularly showcases local Appalachian musicians. As usual, Loretta was not at a loss for words, accepting the award.
Woo! Lord have mercy! I'm not speechless, trust me. I can talk for hours. Thank you so much to every musician that has ever graced that studio. You are what made this happen. And thank you to my boss man sitting back there. If it wasn't for you letting me do what I want to do for once, this wouldn't happen. Thank you.
WIRV at 99.3 in Irvin is owned by our parent company, Wallingford Media Company. The show also recently added a new co-host, Brett Noland, and the show is now known as The Rhett and Brett Show and kicks off your workday. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Congratulations to all the winners at this year's Appy Awards. Well, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team was once again called into action Saturday afternoon when a hiker suffered a head injury during a fall. The accident happened on Sky Bridge Trail just after 4 p.m. After an assessment by the Breathitt Wolfe EMS, it was determined that it would be best to conduct a carry out as a precaution. Search and rescue rope technicians were able to safely evacuate the victim. We're going to take another short break right here, but don't go anywhere. We've got big news from sports, including a pro baseball team coming to the area. Michael Watkins will have all the details coming up right after this.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokedek, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
If you love local sports, then you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins each Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show as we break down, recap, and preview the sports in our area. Hear from coaches, players, and more from Central, Southern, Berea, Model, EKU, and more each Monday from 6 to 7 on WBON-TV Channel 9. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Campus Warehouse in Richmond, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
WBON-TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON-TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON-TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBON-TV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON-TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBON-TV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON-TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Big news broke yesterday as pro baseball is coming to Richmond this weekend. With more on this and some details on EKU basketball as well, we've got Michael Watkins.
Eastern Kentucky baseball will host an in-state battle between the Lexington Legends and the Kentucky Wild Genomes of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball this Saturday at Earlcombe Stadium. First pitch is scheduled for 6 p.m. and tickets start at just $5 for bleacher seating and $10 for reserved chairbacks and can be purchased at the link on the story that's online on WBON-TV.com. We are thrilled to continue expanding our partnership with EKU, said Legends President and CEO Andy Shea. This is the second year in a row we have former EKU players on our roster, and these men are always great on and off the field. EKU has fantastic facilities, staff, and students. Having our guys play on their field will be great for everyone. The Legends are the defending Atlantic League champions as Lexington beat the Long Island Ducks last October to claim the title in its first season as a member of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. The Legends have won 3 consecutive league championships, winning the South Atlantic League in each of their final 2 seasons in that league. The Wild Health Genomes will be taking the field for the very first time in the organization's history. The club was announced in February as the newest ALPB member. Prior to the game between the Legends and Genomes, EKU baseball will host Central Arkansas in the final game of a 3-game ASUN series at 12 p.m. EKU's SAAC will host its annual Easter egg hunt following the Colonel's game. Once the season for the Legends begin, you can hear some familiar voices on the stream of the games. As for the second straight year, Tom and I will be splitting time calling the games on GoBigL.com. As for EKU baseball, the Colonels dropped all 3 games over the weekend in their ASUN series versus Lipscomb. The Colonels lost 7-2 in Game 1, 6-4 in Game 2, and 7-3 in the series finale yesterday. Eastern will host Central Arkansas for a 3-game series starting Thursday at Earlcombe Stadium. First pitch is scheduled for 6 p.m., and tickets for those games can be purchased at EKUsports.com/2022 baseball tix, that's TIX, or call 8443-GO-BIG-E. As for the games, Thursday will be white effects at the ballpark. Join the team in wearing white to the game. Free white t-shirts will be given out while supplies last. On Friday, it's Bark in the Park night. Bring your dog out to the stadium and receive a free dog bandana. There will be an Easter egg hunt on the field after Saturday's game prior to the game between the Legends and the Genomes. And now, after sweeping their games down in Florida at the Spring Break Beach Bash, the Madison Central softball team can now officially play games on their home field. Saturday, they will host the Madison Central Triangle with games beginning at 1 and 5 versus Ryle and South Oldham. The baseball team for Madison Central can also start playing games at home this week, but don't have any on the schedule until the following week. And don't forget about the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show tonight from 6 to 7. We will have EKU football coach Walt Wells joining us to talk about EKU spring football. And Mark Howard from EKU will join us to discuss some other events going on with EKU athletics. For WBON-TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. Don't forget, we've got the sports show later on right here on Channel 9. With that, we're going to take another short break. Don't go anywhere. We got lots more news coming up after this.
granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. We take family heirlooms and create something new. We fix broken jewelry. We can make anything you want. 1 and 2 day service. We have chain repairs starting at $25 and we have ring sizing starting at $45. Kentucky agate charms are Georgia and Ohio. We're located at 108 East Main Street in downtown beautiful Richmond, Kentucky, and there's always plenty of parking. We're nationally known and locally owned. Come see us at Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Spring is here and so are the new hours at Chenault Vineyards. Now open Wednesday through Sunday. Be sure to check out the Friday concert series this spring and summer with several local artists, Wine Down Wednesdays, Yoga on the Lawn, food trucks, and several other community events that everyone will love. Get your tickets now for a delicious Easter buffet at the Vineyard with 2 different seating times at 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Tickets available on Eventbrite. Learn more by following Chenault Vineyards on Facebook or Instagram or visit ChenaultVineyards.com.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. A Berea man was recently arrested on possession of 6 grams of heroin, suspected meth, and drug paraphernalia charges. According to police, Paul Sandlin Farthing was sitting in a vehicle which was called in to officers as suspicious. Upon officers arriving, Farthing was sitting in the passenger seat of the vehicle. Police spoke with Farthing while another officer talked to the female in the driver's seat. Officers then allegedly found methamphetamine in the car, which they say was laying in plain view. Further inspection of the vehicle yielded officers the discovery of plastic baggies with unknown substances inside sitting on the center console, later discovered to be heroin. A syringe was also found on Farthing's body. Farthing was then arrested and lodged into the Madison County Detention Center. Well, at about 2:30 Saturday morning, Rowan County firefighters were called to a sawmill fire off Kentucky 32, about 3 miles from Moorhead. Multiple crews worked 10 hours to extinguish the blaze. They were able to contain the fire and protect the main sawmill. Every fire department in Rowan County responded, which includes crews from Farmers Fire Department, Route 377 Fire Department, Hayes Crossing Fire Department, and Elliotteville Fire Department. The cause of the blaze is under investigation. Well, a death investigation in Lexington has led to the arrest of 2 individuals. Police report the victim, 64-year-old William C. Ashby, was found dead at the Catalina Motel Friday afternoon. Police have arrested 50-year-old Danny Sims and 30-year-old Alicia Noel in connection with the death. Both are charged with murder and tampering with physical evidence. They are currently at the Fayette County Detention Center. And with that, it's time to end another Live at 5. Thanks so much for coming to join us today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news, weather, and sports. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Live at 5.